When I opened up this bag, I knew this was going to be an amazing restoration. This is Magic, and Magic suffers from floppy neck syndrome and has some of the weariest eyes I've ever seen. But that just tells me that Magic did his job in protecting his best friend Chloe every single night since the day she was born. Let's just say that Magic needed some magic, and that's where I came in. I needed to get him back into tip-top shape for his best friend. I, of course, had to use some magic potions along the way, like my OxiClean, to lift all of that dirt and grime from his poor little body. I massaged it into his delicate fur and waited just the proper amount of time before he was ready for a very important bath. I used my other special potions, Tide, Fel's Naphtha, Borax, and washing soda, and set him inside the warm tub. Watching all of those years of dirt wash away was quite satisfying. And now that he was all clean, it was time for me to get rid of all of that excess water. After I pressed out all of the water, it was time for me to allow him to air dry. And then it was time to piece him all back together to make sure he was perfect for Chloe. Chloe requested that I did not give him new eyes and that I left his neck just a little floppy, so I made sure I used royal plush stuffing to make sure that he was extra cuddly for bedtime. I couldn't believe how sweet Magic looked all fluffed up again. And now it was very important to give him his memories back, and I made sure I took them straight from his heart, because we all know that's where the most important part of us is anyway. After he was mended, it was time for me to look him over completely and make sure he was just right. And then it was time for me to brush this sweet little guy. His fur was quite matted, so it took me a lot of time and a lot of patience. But I knew he could be fluffed up again. After the brushing was complete, I added a few little details, and Magic was ready to go home and be protector of the night once more. Thank you, Chloe, for trusting me with your best friend. I know he'll continue to give you joy. Love you guys. Make sure you come back for part 2.